Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pardon My German for another visit of one of Cologne's cemeteries. And the place we're visiting today is not just a cemetery, it is actually the cemetery of Cologne. If people talk about cemetery, they usually refer to this place, Melaten, a place rich in history, and so please follow me on this excursion, and I hope you will like it. Melaten is Cologne's central cemetery. Its name, related to the French word for sick, malade, goes back to a leper colony that once was located here, about a mile west of the old city walls, along the street to Aachen. The leper colony was closed in 1765, as only one of the inmates was found to actually have symptoms of the disease. Furthermore, members of a gang of robbers, posing as lepers, had used the colony as a safe haven. In 1794, the left bank of the Rhine became a part of France, and an imperial decree issued by Napoleon in 1804 prohibited funerals within the boundaries of cities and towns. So the city used the area of the former leper colony as its new central cemetery, designed by Ferdinand Franz Wallraff, who modeled it after the Paris cemetery of Père Lachaise. Measured by the number of graves, over 50,000, Melaten is Cologne's largest cemetery. Its middle aisle is sometimes referred to as Millionaires' Alley. And as this is Cologne, there is of course a gravesite for members of the Rote Funken, one of the city's traditional carnival associations. As is one for members of the Blaue Funken, another such organization. The chapel of Mary Magdalene and Lazarus is the last remaining part of the old leper colony. This building I thought was a chapel, but it seems to be an urn burial site. There are numerous military memorials, like this one for victims of the Austro-Prussian War in 1866. Next to it is the gravesite of Sophia Ciori, called the Queen of the Roma. This site commemorates the Franco-Prussian War of 1870–71. What stands out among those military graves is the Napoleon Stone, erected in 1853 to commemorate men from Cologne who had died as soldiers of Napoleon's army. Sometimes one might have the impression that only the rich and famous were buried here. However, Melaten has always been a cemetery for everyone, people of all walks of life and all denominations. And it is more than just a cemetery. It is a park that reminds us of our own mortality. In the words of an inscription of the former main entrance, Transi non sine votis mox noster. Don't pass by without a prayer, you who will soon be one of us. Among the famous names I discovered was that of Hans Imhoff, founder of the chocolate museum visited recently. The Farina family gravesite, last rest of Johann Maria Farina, who invented the perfume that bears this city's name. Markus Dumont, founder of the Dumont-Schauberg publishing group, which under the name Neven Dumont is still Cologne's biggest publisher. Vinzenz Statz was an architect who built a lot of churches in the region. Ferdinand Franz Wallraff and Johann Heinrich Richards, after whom one of Cologne's leading museums is named. Their original grave sites were destroyed in an air raid. And of course, the Adenauer family. In this case, grandchildren of Germany's first post-war Chancellor Konrad Adenauer.
I'm back at the main entrance of this cemetery, which is indeed very impressive, and I would strongly recommend to visit it when you're in Cologne. A lot of famous names, and I didn't even deliberately search for these grave sites. I rather just found them, or they found me. And at the same time, this has been everybody's cemetery for a long time. The central cemetery, the first central cemetery of the city of Cologne. And it's indeed an impressive place to go. And so, once again, I hope you enjoyed our little excursion here, and I shall see you on the next video. Bye bye.